Hi guys. So in this video, we are going to talk about the gear that I use to film my YouTube videos when I go out for runs. Hey Heather, how are you? And if you have any questions about the gear that I'm going to be showing on screen, post it below. I'll put it up on the screen so everybody can see it, and I will answer your question to the best of my ability. I've been using this gear for a while now, so kind of had the hang of it, of how everything works. So the number one thing I use first and foremost, and you guys are gonna laugh, is my phone. My Samsung, this is the latest version. I forgot if it's a 10 or an 11. I think it's a 10 for Samsung. It's a Galaxy normal phone. But I use this for when I'm doing my running vlogs, in which I'm going for a quick 20, 30-minute run. I don't want to carry all of my gear. I just have, especially now in the summer when it's hot, I usually just have one pocket. This is what I carry with me, my phone. Okay. Alongside this, I have this very handy dandy little thing. I'm going to show it closer. Now, this is a $4 contraption. It's really, really cool. So it's actually a timer for your phone. So it connects via Bluetooth to your phone, and you can film yourself running, or you can take pictures of yourself running. Okay, so you can prop your phone against a corner anywhere, on top of a fire hydrant, for example. You put it there and you time it so you press the button, and when you are crossing in front of that focal point, it either takes pictures or films. The one on top is to start your video camera, to start filming, or to take one single picture. The one underneath is when you want to blow, like 5, 6. As long as you push this button, it's going to continue shooting pictures. Okay. So Heather is saying that she uses everything. She records everything on the iPhone. I actually am recording my still videos around the house. I record on my phone because I used to record on other cameras, and I have found that it's much easier to download everything from my phone into the computer. It communicates really well. It's a lot more seamless, and it's easier to edit. Even though the videos are MP4s, it's the same format. I find that my software, the software that I use, and what I'm filming on the phone, it's a lot more user-friendly. So it lags a lot less compiling the footage and everything. So, okay, so number one, my phone, and then I use this shadow thingy. I'll put all the links below in the video so you guys can check them. This is on Amazon, and again, I think it was like $4. Maybe it was even $3, and they come like in all different colors. So the other thing that I use, and this is used by a lot of running YouTubers, is the Gopro. This is the 5. It's not even the most updated version of the GoPro. So it comes with this mount. You see it there. Because the camera itself, it's pretty tiny. I mean, I don't have a big hand, and you can see it's pretty tiny. So what this mount does, though, is you can attach it to anything so that you don't have to actually hold the camera while you're running or while you're filming. You can put it on this different sets of attachments. And when I got the camera, well, my husband actually got the GoPro for me. He got me all this, different contraptions to use the GoPro. So this one, for example, I found it super neat because it's small. And when you are, when you're going out for a run, you don't want to have heavy equipment or anything that's too big and cumbersome. So this one, it's a clip. I'll show you. This is a clip. So it clips like that. Okay, let me go this way so you see it better. It's a clip. So what you do is you attach with this, you attach it here, and then you can clip your GoPro. Actually, it will go this way. So you can attach your GoPro with this to anything that you have. Like if you have, for example, a Camelback, they usually clip in the front. So you can just put it there. And then you would just start shooting. It has a button right here. It's very convenient. So you would have it here on your chest, and you would just push that button and it will start shooting. Oh, so Heather's saying she has a GoPro, but she hasn't started messing around with it. The GoPro to me has a learning curve. It didn't come easy. It's not like your phone that you just, it's very easy to shoot on it. The GoPro has a lot of, and depending on your version of the GoPro, like the 5 has the touching camera. So, and it also has the voice commands. I was using the voice commands for a little bit, but you can never be sure of when it's shooting and when it's not. So, I mean, you could have it here, and if you don't want to touch it, you could say, GoPro, record, and then it would start recording. But you still have to, like, I didn't trust that it would be recording, so I would still look at it. So I think it's just as easy to have it attached here, and then you can just push the button, and then you see if it's recording or not. Alongside the GoPro, I have this one. This is for the car. So when you guys have seen me recording sometimes on the way to a race, if I'm driving, this is what I have on the car. It has the same kind of thing that screws here, and then you would just put this Ventos attaches to the windshield, and then you just put your GoPro right here, and it would film you as you are driving, and it would not hinder anything that you're doing. Like, you can continue driving. You don't have to be paying attention to the camera. For the GoPro as well, I actually have 2 of these. They're just, adjusted to different lengths. This is the one that I ended up using the most. And this I actually used for a race. So it was in the winter time, because I haven't tried this in the summertime at all. When you put it on, it sits right here. So you see how the clip that I showed you before, you can actually, it's more versatile, let's put it that way. This one, there's not a lot of stuff that you can do. There's only so much that these give. So when you have it here, it usually sits like right here. It could be uncomfortable. Okay, if you have a running vest with water, like a Camelback, this is going to just interfere with the Camelback itself. So I've only used it once on a race. I want to say it was for my half marathon that I did in Central Park this year, at the beginning of this year, in January. And this is also, you can attach the GoPro this way, put it right there. Or you can attach the camera that I use the most to film my runs, which is the DJI Osmo that I will show you in a little bit. This is another attachment I have. This is really funny. You look like you're scavenging in a mine or something. This goes on your head. I have actually used this. I have filmed myself cycling a couple times. This is what I've used. Okay. So in terms of, and I also have this little thing. There's contraptions for everything. That screw thingy goes there, and then you can actually scuba dive or swim with your GoPro. Okay, because this GoPro is, you can put it underwater, I think 200 meters, something crazy. I've never gone that far. So, and I have tried this at the pool. In our other house, we used to have a pool, and I've used it plenty of times, jumped with it. And what this does is that it floats. So even if you are jumping in the water and you lose a GoPro, this floats. So all you have to go is go to the surface and get your camera. But alongside all that, I have this little thing right here. I love this thing, guys. This is just the most amazing camera ever. Now, there's a lot of YouTubers out there who have reviews on this one. That's why I've never done a review on this little camera. But if you want, you can just go on YouTube or Google DJI Osmo, and I'm going to write the name here because people are not too familiar with this one. And this company also, okay, let me do this and I can show you. This is the Osmo Pocket. This company also does gimbals. So see, it's like super, super, super tiny. It has a gimbal embedded like here. So when you're running, it takes very, very steady footage. And I actually use this camera in different ways. So I either put it on this mount right here, and then this has the same kind of mechanism as the GoPro. So this is like universal for many, many different cameras. Okay, so if you have all these contraptions for your GoPro, they will work for your DJI Osmo. So I use this. This one has this attachment here. Let me show you right now. Now, the only thing when you are planning on, so Heather's saying that she has seen a lot of YouTubers recommending this one. Yes. I mean, some people don't like it, don't get me wrong, but I find it super easy to use. But I think also it's a camera, and I don't want to sound obnoxious, but I think it's a camera for women just because it's tiny. It's very small. I can see how a guy with bigger hands or a woman with bigger hands could not operate because everything is like in this tiny little display here. So I think it's possibly not friendly to people with big hands, either a man or a woman, but mostly men have big hands. So I attach this right there, and this is sort of like a tripod. So I can run with this. Again, the gimbal is embedded, so there's no jumpy footage of anything in any of your runs. But then I can put this, make it stand like that, or I could open it like this, and then it stands. So if you're like, I don't know, if you're vlogging a trip or something, you can actually put it on a table like there, and you can film yourself, or you can talk to the camera. I have actually filmed on the DJI Osmo inside. I don't like the lighting. So the lens is a good lens. It films 4K, but it doesn't, the lighting, like the colors in the picture they're not as good as on my phone. So lately I just ditched the DJI Osmo for everything in the house, and I'm using the phone. Okay, I only use this for runs. But yeah, you can get this attachment. You can also attach this thing. Again, you unclip this and you put this other attachment. The only thing with all these attachments is that you have to be prepared before you go on your run or you go on your race. You have to know how to utilize everything, you have to familiarize yourself with these as much as you can before you go out on a run or you film on a race. I think it was Heather Jergensen. She said that she filmed one of her big races. I think it was Walt Disney World Marathon. And she didn't get a lot of footage with the DJI Osmo because there's one of the functions that it has, one of the functionalities is that you push a button and it goes from video to picture. And she didn't know that she had that. So she missed a lot of footage because she thought she was filming and she was not, she was taking pictures. So, but that you can change that functionality in the display here. So you need to be familiar with everything that this can do because it can do a lot. So then you adjust this thing, you put it here, and then you could actually clip this the same way here. I've never used this that way with a clip. I've wanted to try it, and I just ended up putting this on this harness. Okay, which is the combination that I used for the Fred Lebeau half marathon, in which I PR'd. I filmed the whole thing. I was running pretty fast for me, and I still got really good footage, because even though it's here, the footage was phenomenal of the whole race. All I had to do was just push the button, the red button, and just start filming, and then push it again to stop filming. I didn't have anything else to do. I just ran that race the same way. And now when you want to just grab it and film your face, this is very easy to just pull out, it out and just hold and talk to the camera, and then you put it right back in. So if you're going to get the DJI Osmo and you are thinking the Osmo Pocket, and you are thinking about filming yourself running, if you want to take it out on a race, this is the best combination, okay? And again, this is just that standard. This is sold on Amazon in a lot of different packs, and it's really cheap. This is manufactured by, I don't know, 100 different companies, and these are 2 different companies. They look exactly the same, okay? I just have them adjusted to different lengths. But one of them is actually for the summer, because I don't have that many clothes. The other one is for the winter, because I have more clothes and then I need more space. That's the only difference. What else do I have for you? I have a selfie stick, like the regular selfie stick. I don't have it here, but just self-explanatory. That's just the regular selfie stick that anybody would use. You can put your DJI Osmo on the head attachment, and put the Osmo up here. I have tried this combination, though. I don't recommend it, because the Osmo is too tall. So as opposed to the GoPro would sit here, and the Osmo would sit much higher. So this bounces a lot when you're running, a lot. It's uncomfortable. So I've tried it. Again, you have to get familiar with all of this before you decide to go out on a run. Now, time for questions, guys. I don't know if you have any questions about any of these contraptions. And I'm going to go. Just as a reminder, I usually have a lag of like 10 seconds. And I know I just very, very recently discovered that not everybody can actually ask questions on a live stream. You need to have a YouTube channel to be able to ask questions on a live stream. So I didn't know that. There's a lot of my viewers who are just regular viewers. They subscribe to my channel, but they don't have a YouTube channel. So all of those people can't post comments. And if you have any of those, and if you guys have questions after the fact, after watching this video, leave them in the comments below. I will answer them, okay? The only other thing that I have that's not related to, it's filming equipment too, but it's not visual. It's not a camera. It's this little contraption right here. I love this thing. This is just a pouch. But this is the Sabine Tech. This is a microphone. It's super, super tiny. This is also very cheap. Well, cheap. Nothing's cheap because everything adds up, but it wasn't that expensive. I don't think this is on Amazon. I think this is one of those things that are not mainstream enough to be sold on Amazon. But this is just a Bluetooth microphone. So you have this software on your phone, and you can have this, clipped on yourself, like right here. It's pretty. I mean, they had it in black and in white. I bought it in white. It's a lot more noticeable, but I liked it in white. So you put it here, and it actually is pretty seamless. And then when you want to record something, you go on the app on your phone and you just push the button here. So there's really no buttons here other than to connect the Bluetooth. Everything else is done on your phone. And then you can add that to your videos if you want to. So this is very useful for interviews, I would say. Like you can have the camera with you. The camera catches your questions, and then you could put these on the person you're interviewing, and then they can actually be heard. Or if you are outdoors, if it's very windy, it comes with one of those sort of hats, fuzzy hats that you put on top so it doesn't catch the wind. But this cannot be attached to anything other than it's not like, does not have an attachment to your camera that you could put here. Doesn't work that way. It's all Bluetooth. And I will put those links below as well. So now let me know, guys, if you have any questions. And if you don't, we're going to keep it under 25 minutes, which was always my intention. And yeah. I hope you're having a great day, you guys. And again, if you're watching this video later, you want to ask me questions, leave them in the comments below. I will make sure to answer them, okay? So, yeah, I hope you had a great day. I'll see you around here. I'm publishing videos pretty much every single day. So, yeah, subscribe if you haven't already and give this video a huge thumbs up. And as always, run fearless. See you soon.